Looking for the best Sony TV to suit your needs? In this video, we're diving into some of the top options available right now. Before we begin, don't forget to check out the links in the description to find the best deals within your budget. Let's get Number 1. Sony BRAVIA 8.2 OLED. The best Sony TV currently on the market is the Sony BRAVIA 8.2 OLED. It utilizes a top-of-the-line QD OLED panel, which offers very impressive image quality overall. The TV displays perfect blacks, so not only are blacks deep and inky, but there's no haloing around bright highlights and dark scenes. Colors are incredibly vibrant, leading to punchy colors in both SDR and HDR. On top of that, the TV's HDR brightness is great, so highlights truly stand out in HDR movies, shows, and games. You also get Sony's excellent processing capabilities, so it does a great job upscaling and cleaning up low-quality content. Unfortunately, the TV is a bit too dim to overcome glare in very bright rooms, but it's certainly bright enough for moderately lit environments. The TV's wide viewing angle means everyone enjoys a consistent image, even if they're seated off to the sides of the screen. It supports the popular Dolby Vision HDR format, and it passes through all common audio formats, so it's a great option for home theaters. It's also an awesome gaming TV due to its HDMI 2.1 bandwidth, 4K at 120Hz, and VRR, so it pairs very well with modern consoles. Motion blur is almost non-existent, so you enjoy crisp motion even in fast-paced titles. It's an expensive model, but if you're looking for one of the best home theater televisions on the market that also doubles as a full-fledged gaming TV, this Sony OLED is an excellent choice. Unfortunately, the TV is only available in 55-inch and 65-inch sizes, so go with the Sony A95L OLED if you're looking for something very similar in a 77-inch size. Number 2. Sony BRAVIA 9. If you regularly watch TV during the day in a room with all the curtains open, consider the high-end mini LED Sony BRAVIA 9. It has superb SDR brightness and reflection handling, meaning it easily overcomes glare in the brightest rooms. What really separates this TV from other LEDs is its impressive local dimming control, which provides very deep blacks with almost no noticeable haloing, although they're still not as deep as what you get from the Sony BRAVIA 8.2 OLED. The TV doesn't have the same color vibrancy as the BRAVIA 8.2, but colors still look excellent. You also get nearly the same impressive image processing as the BRAVIA 8.2. You still get Dolby Vision and DTS audio support, so it's an excellent option for a home theater. The TV is also loaded with modern gaming features, like HDMI 2.1 bandwidth on 2 of its ports for up to 4K at 120Hz gaming with VRR. The TV has much slower response times than the BRAVIA 8.2, so fast motion is noticeably more blurry. Although the TV's viewing angle is wider than many other LEDs, it's not nearly as wide as an OLED, so it's not the best option if you need a TV to watch content with a big group of friends. Still, the BRAVIA 9 is the best LED currently on the market, so if an OLED isn't for you, it's an amazing option. Number 3. Sony BRAVIA 8 OLED. The best upper mid-range Sony TV we've tested is the Sony BRAVIA 8 OLED. If you want a Sony OLED but the Sony BRAVIA 8.2 OLED is too expensive, the BRAVIA 8 is a great option. Like the BRAVIA 8.2, it displays inky blacks with no haloing, so it looks fabulous in a dark room. Although it looks its best in a dark room, the TV's reflection handling and brightness are certainly good enough to fight glare in a room with some lights on. It's suitable for use in a home theater since it supports Dolby Vision and DTS audio pass-through, and its colors are vibrant enough for an impressive HDR experience. You also get Sony's top-tier image processing, which is great for lower-quality content. Like other OLEDs, it has a wide viewing angle, so it's a great option for use in a group setting. The TV is also a great option for gamers due to its HDMI 2.1 bandwidth on 2 ports for up to 4K at 120Hz gaming with VRR. Additionally, it has a nearly instantaneous response time, so fast motion is crisp and clear. Unfortunately, the TV isn't as accurate as the BRAVIA 8.2, so you'll have to get it calibrated if you want a reference-level TV. Number 4. Sony BRAVIA 7. If you want something cheaper but don't want to sacrifice picture quality much, the best mid-range Sony TV we've tested is the Sony BRAVIA 7. It's a great TV overall with great picture quality. Like the Sony BRAVIA 9, it uses a mini LED backlight with excellent local dimming. Blacks are nice and deep on this TV, but there's a bit more haloing around bright objects than there is on the BRAVIA 9. Fortunately, it's an incredibly bright TV that handles glare from indirect lighting in a bright room. Colors are equally vibrant on this TV as they are on the more expensive BRAVIA 9, so HDR content is impactful. Furthermore, you get the same image processing capabilities, which is great. Unfortunately, its viewing angle is very narrow, and the image degrades quickly when viewed from the sides of the screen, so it's not a very good choice for wide seating arrangements. Still, it has Dolby Vision and DTS audio pass-through, and it has advanced gaming features like HDMI 2.1 bandwidth, 4K at 120Hz, and VRR. Unfortunately, pixel response times are quite slow, leading to blur behind fast motion. It's also a very accurate TV in both SDR and HDR, so you won't need to get it calibrated unless you're a color purist. Number 5. Sony BRAVIA 5. If the Sony BRAVIA 7 is a bit too expensive, but you still want a Sony TV with good image quality and modern features, the Sony BRAVIA 5 is a good choice. You get the same image processing capabilities as the more expensive models, which is great when your content isn't optimal. It also provides the same gaming features, such as HDMI 2.1, 4K at 120Hz, and VRR. However, pixel response times are even slower than they are on the BRAVIA 7, so fast motion is quite blurry. Fortunately, you still get Dolby Vision and support for all major audio formats, which is great for movie fans. By going with a cheaper model, you have to make some concessions when it comes to image quality. Blacks aren't as deep on this TV, and there's a bit more haloing around highlights. However, blacks are still deep enough that they don't look gray. Colors aren't as vibrant either, but they're still punchy enough that the image doesn't look muted at all. The biggest difference between this TV and the BRAVIA 7 is brightness. It's still bright enough in SDR to handle glare in a well-lit room, but highlights don't stand out nearly as much in HDR content. Like the BRAVIA 7, it has a narrow viewing angle, so image quality doesn't hold up well when viewed from an angle.